Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be taking a look at the new Devil Maiden, Irene. She's a really interesting unit. I currently have her built on Violent Focus, because I do want to emphasize the resistance accuracy of her kit, and we'll get into why shortly. And then her artifacts. So looking at her first skill, it's called Go Demon, which attacks the enemy to increase its chances of landing a glancing hit for 2 turns with a 50% chance. And this goes up to, I believe, 70% chance with max skill ups. I'm a few away. I think I actually have another Devilmon I can feed to her now. The first skill is kind of whatever. Honestly, I don't think it's that crazy. Where her usefulness really comes from is her second and third skill here. Her second skill is called Mischievous Trap. It grants the Reflect Harmful effect on the ally target for 2 turns. The target under Reflect Harmful effects reflects harmful effects, excluding inability effects. So this is a new buff effect that is able to be placed on allies, including herself. There is a lot about this skill that I have been testing out mechanics-wise that I do want to get into after we finish up the third skill. And then we have the Bind Demon Bag. The Demon Bag devours the target to leave it out of the battle and decrease its HP by 5% whenever the enemy and ally's turn ends. This effect lasts for 10 turns, and its duration is decreased by 1 turn if the caster gets attacked. The skill can only be used on 1 monster at a time and is a 4-turn cooldown. So this skill basically works like the Mana Mimic Dungeon, which is kind of interesting. They put that ability on a unit. You will take an enemy fully out of the fight and then slowly drain their health down up to 50%. Now, after trying this out a lot, I do think that the duration needs to be longer. 10 turns actually goes by very, very quickly. And so by the time the unit comes out, I still have this at max skill. The skill's still been on cooldown for like 2+ turns still. So you're not able to permanently control one unit, which is a shame, I think. I don't know. I think that needs some tweaking, but it is really nice. This can be resisted though, which is why I've been emphasizing high accuracy on her. But let's talk about all of the things I have learned so far about this Reflect Harmful Effects buff. So firstly, as this ability says, it does not include inability effects. So any stuns, freezes, sleeps, all of that still applies. But the skill is basically 2-turn immunity, if you want to think about it that way, because you cannot be debuffed. I mean, if you put this on a unit that's immune to inability effects, you're basically just full immunity there. Now, one of the second biggest things is that this buff still works with immunity. You can have immunity and this buff on, and you will still reflect the harmful effect, even though you have immunity currently, which I do think is a pretty wild interaction. The biggest thing that we need to talk about for this though is how this actually functions mechanically, because even though you are reflecting harmful effects back to the target, it does only go back to the target, not the whole team or anything. This effect can still be stripped, and this effect can also be resisted. Now, the biggest question I have for this, which I think I have the answer to, the debuffs can obviously be resisted. So the question is, whose accuracy are you pulling from for this? And after testing it out, I believe that the accuracy of the unit that you put this buff on is what is taken into consideration for reflecting harmful effects, which makes this really difficult because most of the time I've been putting this effect on other units. And so if that other unit does not have high accuracy, the enemy is just going to keep resisting. And I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It doesn't reflect with her accuracy is the problem. Like I have high accuracy on her, but that doesn't matter if I put the debuff on someone else. So like say I mentioned the Water Totem earlier. So say I put this Reflect on the Water Totem who doesn't have high accuracy. There's no reason for it to have high accuracy. It will attempt to reflect back the debuffs, but they can still get resisted pretty easily. There can be some slight tweaks and improvements to this unit. Otherwise, she is really fun. I think she's pretty strong. Maybe even like some buff to her first skill as well, just so she can actually do more outside of combat. I currently have her on the Violent Focus, like I mentioned. I think maybe Seal Runes could be pretty fun if I had good Seal Runes, which I don't yet. I have not been farming the new dungeon for that because it's all wind. I need to make a proper team for that. But currently, that is all of the interactions I know with her skills so far. If there's something I have missed that you have discovered, definitely let me know in the comments. I do want to show a pretty fun comp interaction I've been playing around with. Now, unfortunately, there's no leader skill for this is Guild War and Siege, so I don't have any Siege leader skill with this comp, so it's not ideal. If we go with the Water Assassin 5-star unit, and then pair him up with the Water Totem here. If we get into this, there are some fun effects that we can do here. Because with the Water Assassin unit, we can go ahead and put threats. Oh. I said that we can use the threat state to guarantee target things. All right, and now we can choose to target our totemist here. We do. Oh, or we get countered anyway. Okay, never mind. We got revenged. I don't know. It's not ideal because it lacks DPS, but it is pretty fun because then I can do this. They're forced to target my totemist for a little bit, and my totemist does revenge healing, plus she stacks up her totems more. So I do like that kind of interaction. Yeah, look at that. We do reflect back the dot. I don't know if we can actually win. Can we actually win this? Can we win? We might be able to. As long as we can perma-CC. Wow, our totemist is proccing. One thing I do notice using this unit is that the third skill, even with violent runes, it's really hard to have constant uptime for it. This also is an effect that you cannot have multiple going at the same time. So you can only have this applied to one unit. And additionally, if there's only one unit left, this skill doesn't do anything. It's actually useless if there's one unit left. But I will say we are doing, we've almost 100 to 0'd Savannah with just 2 instances of this. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right, I think we take out Theomars then. We try to dismount Savannah so we can't get defense broken. Oh, it got stripped. No. That's the one thing. Oh, I didn't dismount her? That's bad. Oh, there's our resistance, though. This is why we go high resistance on her. I believe she awakened into resistance as well. So it was a little bit easier to get going. I'm gonna eat it whole, nom nom. Oh, we might be dead. No, we might be dead here. If I defense buff, that's not going to be enough. I have to heal. Yeah, that's concerning. I definitely have to heal. I believe this does not trigger Theo passive. So Theo should still have his Endure passive there, right? So once they come out of that effect, they are left with like 1 HP. All right, we take out Theo. Unless this totem procs, or unless Savannah, okay, never mind. Never mind. We actually did lose. Okay, that's the comp. I don't know. It was a fun little interaction. It is not the best comp for this. I don't know. I thought maybe I'd show a little bit of fun for you guys there. So we have actually, currently I'm just using Xiao right now because that provides a lot of defense from the leader skill, and he also just does damage. Which we do need. We need a method of dealing damage. Because if we take this comp into anything with a healer, we have no way of killing anything. So we'll focus Theomars. We'll try to take Savannah out of the fight. We got resisted. Not only do I have 83% accuracy, I think I had like 11 or No, did I have 13% accuracy on skill 3 from my artifact for her? So that is a shame. That is a shame. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the fact that her skills get resisted, but... Because the third skill is also really hard to get back up. So if you do get resisted, you know, you're pretty much useless for a while. Oh, but we do. That's why I have her on violent, so we can get it back up as quick as possible here. Okay, good procs from Chow. Yeah, I can't say I haven't used Chow very much recently, so it's nice to have a little bit of a use for him again in this comp. And then just to show, we use our third skill on the Savannah. Even though it does apply, she immediately comes out of it. Now, it does not grant an additional turn the way the Fire Art Master works. This was just a violent proc. All right, good crit. Nice. There we go. So that's this comp in action. We'll take this into some other things and see how it does. All right, next we're going to try to hit a Nana Savannah Perna comp. Now let's see. Let's go ahead and buff here. I will put up immunity. Luckily for us, Savannah did not use S3. And now we're going to try to suppress her so she cannot be here anymore. And I think we just go straight for the Perna here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this on... Let's put this on our Totem Warrior. It's the one they went for. Go ahead and buff, get our immunity back up. Good showcase of the Water Totemist. Water Totemist is a very, very good unit, one of my favorites. We did enough procs, so we actually can get Savannah back into the Munch form. And then once we take out Perna, this should be pretty straightforward here. There won't be any more healing. Now notice healing does not affect the Mimic. All right, that's a Perna down. So now we can just go for Savannah. I think that's what we'll do. She's already pretty low thanks to the damage from the Mimic passive. I'm going to Munch Nana just to do a little bit of chip damage, I think. We'll take her out of the fight for however long it takes to kill this Savannah here. Oh, good crit by Chow. Okay, Savannah should be down now. And now it's pretty much just off to autoing this Nana here. Now, I'm not using S3. S3 does not work on Nana. Or not that, no, that's not right. S3 doesn't work when there's one unit left. Now, I am curious to see how this performs into Sierra, Orion, Rakan. It's probably going to be a little bit difficult, but if we can suppress Sierra here, we can actually, in fact, reflect bombs with our little buff. All right, do we get provoked? We do not get provoked. Very nice. All right, I'm going to Justice Rakan. Let's try to suppress Sierra. Oh, we get resisted. No. I'm pretty sure I have, like, max accuracy on her, too. And I guarantee you that Sierra is not max res. All right, we'll put the reflect on Chow then. Because he's the one getting focused right now. Hopefully Sierra bombs. Go ahead and bomb Sierra. I invite you to. Yeah, there we go. Now, one thing to note, this reflect is like any other bomb mechanic in this game, so it's going to be scaling with Chow's attack power instead of Sierra's. I think we suppress Orion for just a little bit. Now, another fun fact, if I did choose to suppress Sierra there with the Mimic thing, when she came out, the buffs and debuffs will still be on the unit. So, say, invincibility will still be on, but we don't have to worry about invincibility. They'll still take damage. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, she takes just a little bit, but it does CC her. And it's kind of funny bombing a unit with your own bomb. Something satisfying about that, you know? Ooh, let's go ahead and kill this Orion. We reflected a defense buff, or defense break. That was nice. Okay, Sierra. Going a little crazy there. Who do we want to... I'll put it on Chow. She seems to be bombing him a lot. We'll just put it back on Chow. Now, through immunity, as we see, we had immunity, and it still bombed through it because of the reflect. It's pretty nice. Now, this should be pretty easy to hit this Chandra Wind Mermaid's... Fire Beast Rider comp? Marsha? We're not going to be able to suppress her because she'll have immunity the whole time, but we'll be able to take the Wind Mermaid out, so that goes all of their protection. And we just focus down Chandra for now, I think. I'm gonna eat it whole, nom nom. And I think we'll put this on her. Now, Chow can hit through hugs, so maybe I will. Let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, they're focusing him. Okay, very nice. That gives me more time to keep the mermaid suppressed. All right, I will say she is back out already. I do think that 10 turns is not enough. I think it needs to be longer. And if they want to, like, maybe cap it so that the damage can only go up to 50%, that would be, like, totally cool. But I think it should be a lot more turns, quite frankly. Maybe even 20. Like, make it 20, and if they want to make it so you can suppress them the full 100%, that would be nice. But like this ability can't kill units anyway. Now, if we do use this on the Wind Mermaid, and oh, it got resisted. No, that would have reduced her down to like 1. They don't have healing though, so this should be fine. It also does go through shields. All right, that should take her out. Very nice. We're going to go focus Chandra now. Oh, it's going to take so long to... It kind of sucks. If you get resisted, it takes so long to get it back up. And so you're I don't... Like, it doesn't feel like you're that useful outside of suppressing a unit. I do think it's a really interesting mechanic, though. I think it just needs a little nudge here and there. All right, but we're stalling out turns. So she is about at 50%, maybe a little bit lower than that. I'm using skill 1 on purpose. Using S1 on purpose because I want to get this down to the full, yep. So now she has 1 HP, so this will kill. I mean, I thought she had 1 HP. Does she not? Maybe they did hit her. Actually, they did hit her, so she didn't get the full 50%. I see, that's why. All right, let's take a bit of a risk. Let's go for this Dominic Fire Ryu Nana comp. The Dominic should be doing a lot of damage to us here. Oh, and we're defense broken. Are we getting 1 shot? Almost. I need to cleanse. Oh, we didn't get the stun, though. That's a shame. That's a shame. We'll hit the Fire Ryu. Oh, we do wow, okay. So I think he's actually dead. Yeah, he is dead. And it was just enough to for the dots to kill. Now, it's really nice that they're focusing my totemist here. I'm gonna eat it whole, nom nom. And for a little while, it's going to be pretty safe. For right now, we're safe until he comes back. Yeah, I think it's a shame that she can't keep a unit fully suppressed, because I know the Art Masters can. And that makes it really impactful. Oh, we got Despair stunned. Oh. This should be a big justice. All right, we munch. For just a little bit, we'll put this on Xiao. We'll go ahead and heal. This is going to get Dominic past his low HP threshold, which is nice. And we do... Oh, we're stalling out for a good amount of turns. Deliberately trying not to kill Nana yet until we get the full duration down. And now we just got to get a good crit on this Dominic here. We didn't. Oh, no, we did. But he's probably going to sustain through this. I need another big crit from Xiao. Or a violent proc. You know that'll do. All right, if we want to go for some more risk, we have a Wind Mage, Fire Totem, and Water Macaroon Guard. Let's see how this goes. I'm definitely going to try to keep the Wind Mage suppressed this whole time. We're going to have a lot of dots put on us by this Fire Totemist, but I do want to see them reflect back into her. Okay, Macaroon Guard. Do they proc again? What are those procs? All right, we suppress the Totemist. Or not the Totemist, what am I saying? We suppress the Wind Mage. We're going to go ahead and put this Reflect on our Totemist. She has defense buff, so she is going to get focused. We do struggle against lots of healing. Because we don't have the best way of finishing off units. That's why I added in Xiao, to kind of make up for that. I went with like 3 supports originally, which I think I did show. I did show earlier in the video. For fun. But finishing off units was really hard if they had any kind of sustain. All right, we take out the mage, and look at that. We didn't have to worry about the mage that much. She didn't even get time to stack up fully, I don't think. So I think against comps with like low healing, it's actually pretty impactful. So I wouldn't recommend taking it into like, say, Molly or something, but... Oh, we didn't crit. I'm gonna eat it whole, nom nom. For just a little bit till we kill this Macaroon Guard. She won't have any sustain anymore. Ah, she went for my Chow. They won't go for the Reflect Harmful Effect. Shame. All right, and then we see the Fire Totemist does break out because there's no more allies are alive. But Xiao should be able to 1v1 her pretty much. Oh, she resists it though. That's right, because my Xiao doesn't have good accuracy. Look at that. I should really just be putting it on her. Okay, I think I'm actually going to try this combination going into this team. We have the Wind Paladin Dark Hell Lady and the Water Macaroon Guard. We're going to add in Miles. This is my Miles. We're not going to have any leader skill, but I'm sure they're going to do pretty well into this comp. Miles counters the Macaroon Guard pretty well, and he's definitely going to kill the other 2 units here. He'll be like all the damage I need. Very consistent damage output. And he will give us a slight strip for this immunity. They don't really have damage minus this Macaroon Guard. Let's try to take her out as best as we can. She actually does have some HP to her, doesn't she? I think we will suppress the Hell Lady. And notice the shield goes away, so we are able to damage through the shields. But it will still be there when she comes back. Other things to note, the attack bar does not go away. They still have the same attack bar. All right, guard down. Now they will get revived unless we can get a good suppress off. Yes. It's going to be close, though. I think she did have full attack bar. So even at full, let's see what happens. Does she revive in time? Or can we get cut in? No. Darn, darn, darn. That's okay. Oh, we get blocked. The attack got blocked. They're healing up. We strip. Very nice. Oh, that's right. She has a strip on her S2. That's a... She's a cool unit. She actually is really nice.
I'm gonna eat it whole, nom nom.
So that should pretty much guarantee that she's one hit away now. We'll go ahead and focus this Paladin. And after that, like, I'm not worried. Miles can definitely 1v1 a Paladin. I've got him on Destroy. There we go. And now we can just... we can do a good old, maybe auto. I'll go ahead and auto this down. Maybe cut this part out. Unless it takes a while. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes. Okay, there we go. She actually did stall for quite a while. Let's try fighting this. This might take a little while, but I see a lot of debuffs I want to reflect back. I want to see how this goes. We should be able to cleanse these. Chow will wake up out of all these debuffs, which is nice. It's a matter of, can we kill this Vigor? That is the question. Now, do I seal or do I put up this? All right, let's seal the Vigor. I'll put up the Reflect buff. We get a good crit on Vigor. Oh, it doesn't take him out. Does not take him out, but we put up immunity. He should die in just one hit. One hit because he got defense. No, he lives. He actually lives. Oh, that was almost bad. That was almost bad. If they were able to heal, I would have been screwed. All right, I think we suppress the Totemist. We take out their healer. No, we get resisted. Wow. Now, to be fair, Totemists do have high res. But my Devil Maiden has max accuracy. But Chow should be able to finish this monkey off before he gets enough healing. Oh, wow, a lot of procs from our Totemist. All right, this Justice should kill. Very nice. And now look at that. We're reflecting, we're reflecting dots back. That should help do a little bit of damage. No, it got stripped. Darn. It can get stripped. So I don't know how well it is into the Fire Totemist in particular, but like, it's not bad. I don't know if it's like amazing, but I think it's fun. Final thoughts on the Water Devil Maiden. I do think she's a pretty interesting and fun unit to play around with. It's nice to have more water options that can deal with wind units directly or indirectly. Her third skill should be a reliable source of taking a unit out of the fight and dealing some damage to it, which I think is pretty nice. I would still hope for maybe a few buffs here and there in the future. I do feel like she doesn't provide as much after the third skill expires. Like, she really can only use her first skill after the second one's on cooldown. And the first skill doesn't really do much besides provide a little bit of glancing debuff. Just a few changes I'd want to see is the third skill duration, just adding more to that third skill, making the length a bit longer. And, you know, it's fine if they want to keep the damage still at 50%. It would be pretty gross if they wanted to make it 20 turns, and then you would basically force the team to have to attack her. Otherwise, she'd 100-0 a unit. You know, that could be pretty cool. I don't know if that'd be too broken or not, but I think just maybe some slight changes here and there, and she'll be a really, really strong unit. Do let me know what you guys think about this unit in the comments down below. Are there any changes you would like to see to the unit? Have you tried her out yet? What comps have you been running her with? You know, I'd be interested to know. So thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next video. All right, bye-bye, everybody.